Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Bubba Plays, and today we're talking about two goats. Two goats, in my opinion. We got Dark Souls 3. We got Elden Ring. But the topic is a little different today. I feel like I kind of agree with the crowd that was a little loud. That I feel like everybody just kind of shunned off and called hardcore or try hards the crowd that felt like this game was Elden Ring was kind of easy. I recently played Dark Souls 3 properly for the first time. Like I played it 2017, 2018, whenever it was just on discount all the time. All the DLC was already out. I want to say 2018, 2019, something like that. I got it. I played it for a little bit. I played the first boss, right? The big rat with the armor on, Boreal Valley, whatever. You put the banner up, you go through Undead Settlement, you fight the big tree root with the little explode arm parts, right? And then I ended up getting lost because I had no clue where to go from there. I wasn't good at these games at this point. It's 2018. I had beaten Sekiro. I had beaten Bloodborne, but I feel like a lot of us. I was in the group of us. A lot of us who just beat the game off of sheer will. You were just trying your best. There was no farming or anything, so you were just fighting these bosses, taking these L's, and one day you finally beat them. I think I will say for Bloodborne, the boss with the electricity all over his body, that just this huge spider looking thing, I 100% had co-op. For it, the co-op summons thing popped up. I ain't gonna lie, I threw that bit in there. I had help on that one. I would not front. I would not fake the front. But Sekiro, 100%. I don't even think that game had multiplayer. I don't. It didn't. Beat that. I beat that off of sheer will as well. I cannot tell you that I fully understood every mechanic of that game or even a Soulsborne game at that point. Roll forward to Elden Ring. Elden Ring's great. It's amazing. I beat Elden Ring. Came out. I got it on PS4. I think everybody did. PS4 and Xbox One. Uh, beat it. Beat it several more times. It's like, yeah, I did that. Right? We all beat Millennia. Shout out to those who did beat Millennia with the bug. You know what I'm saying? I think I beat her. I beat Millennia right before she was nerfed the first time. I didn't have to. I think when I was playing against her when she had the bug, I was already chilling at that point. I had beat the game probably 2-3 times at that point. So the bug really, I noticed it. That was crazy. But it was, at that point, I was just swarming her. I ain't gonna lie. Just swarm of flies. And me and Mimi Tier just rushing her, just straight rushing her, right? You got the third, fourth new game plus. You just chilling. You got to make something. You know, so you make it more fun on your own, right? Beat this game. I tried to go back to Dark Souls 3. I still can't play this game. I just for some reason I just can't. Years a good 2-3 years go by. I recently tried to play Dark Souls again because I got Elden Ring on PS5, but I got bored with that game halfway through because I had already beat it. I said, man, I got to try something different. I go back to Dark Souls. I'm not going to lie, I'm on the same account from 2018. Shout out to PlayStation for having cloud saves. Useful for that, goddammit. I don't really be fucking with the new game, the monthly subscription game. A lot of them don't be banging at me like that. But I hopped back on that account. And I was like, man, this don't feel right. Because I didn't know what the hell was going on. Right? So at this point, Elden Ring did teach. I feel like Elden Ring was very clear about what the hell was going on. Even the little things. And the community pretty much came together. The fight when you kill a boss, you take his soul and you could take it for weapons. I had so many weapons I could not use or even acquire in Dark Souls 3 because the few items I had from the few bosses I beat, I had no clue you're supposed to do that with them. Like I was brand spanking new out here. I was raw. I was new. It didn't matter how many times I beat that game. If I could have beat that game 3 times at that point, mentally I had no clue what was going on. I would have just beaten it. Right? I really wasn't comprehending the game. So, I get bored with Elden Ring. I come back to Dark Souls 3. I start over with a new account, right? I'm like, fuck it, let's just do a new playthrough. But I don't want to get rid of my old one. I just didn't. I got pretty far with it. I didn't know how far I was going to get with Dark Souls. I was just like, let's see how this goes. Let's see. I think I got this. I got to the Abyss Watchers, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy. What the hell?" I was like, "All right, let me see." I was having trouble beating him. I would always get to his second phase. I think he had a second phase. Yes. The Abyss Watcher had a second phase. I would get to a second phase, and he just cooked me, and it was just bad every time. I'm like, man, let's try to fight this dude with the account I already got with a little something to it, with a couple of little pieces of armor, a couple weapons and stuff. Mind you, I had nothing OP. I'm still sitting here with basic weapons. I think I beat this game using an axe. The big sword you get off of the dude. You'll see in the gameplay. The big sword you get off of one of the fat I don't know what you actually called them. What, Ashen ones? Was it Ashen one? I want to say. Are you called the Ashen one in Dark Souls? I think you're called Ashen one. Or correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry, but you get one off of the two dudes who stand guard in like the swamp of the undead settlement. It's like the swamp area, and you get a little further, you hit a swamp area. You gotta face two dudes. I end up running with that weapon, just upgrading the hell out of that, right? I ended up getting pretty far. At this point, I'm starting to. I go to play with my other account. I run through the little lights. I get the Abyss Watcher's door open. I run through. I get to them. I'm starting to understand the game, combat wise. I'm like, okay, most moves. I'm really having to sit here and play this game because I'm still getting cooked. By the way, I got this much better player still getting cooked. Still getting cooked. I'm still getting cooked. I'm sitting here with the Abyss Watcher, like, all right, I have to learn this. Left, right, dodge. I learned that. You figure out pretty much that I feel like bosses in Dark Souls didn't do no more than 3, maybe 4 swing hit combos, right? And of course, it's a rhythm to it. If you can figure out when his attack is supposed to hit you and hit circle in that moment instead, I feel like it's an automatic dodge, especially in Elden Ring. I feel like I've tested this. Rhythm is not hard to put together. Just do it. I honestly feel like if someone dared me to, I could prove in a video that this is all rhythm based, even with the boss I struggle with the most, which was the God. I feel like I gave a lot of people the knight with the huge shield, and they had the tails. I'm talking about Elden Ring, of course. The knight with the huge shield, and he could swing his tail at you. He could fly. He could hop in the air and fly at you and swing at you. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The armor with the fucking wings in the y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. He used to give me hell when I beat Dark Souls 3 and lit that fire shrine. It took you. It's something about Dark Souls that really forced you to sit there and learn. You have to sit down, take your ass whooping, and then learn these enemies. Elden Ring does not force you to do that. There's too much left and right. I can go here to build up. I can go there to build up. Let me go get this OP weapon in the beginning of the game, which I'm currently using for my Steam Deck playthrough, just because I might want to get the DLC on my Steam Deck eventually. So I'm doing the Reduvius Blade run through. I'm just using that. I'm running through this. I'm pretty sure I have the clip. I want to post it. I ran through the moon. What is it? The Moon Knight. When you're running towards Snow White. What's her actual name? The chick you get, Ronnie. When you're running towards Ronnie's castle, and right before you get to her area with the three towers, you fight that boss. I did him bad on the first try. Not even with the Reduvius Blade, and also with the Wild Strikes axe that you can get in the beginning of the game. The Ash of War. Wild Strikes carried me through the whole game. By the way, I raw dogged this game on the PS5. Yes, I'm calling raw dog. That's what I call a new game plus. I call it the raw dog. I raw dogged Elden Ring, and the shit took it. You know what I'm saying? I became Elden Lord in like 3 days. The shit took. My girl watched me run through these enemies. I would sit and talk shit to an enemy dying because I knew this game ain't shit. The only difference between Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring is the bosses swing 4 to 5 combos. That's it. I kid you not. If you get really good at Dark Souls, you're going to be amazing at Elden Ring. Hey, yo, it's a big-ass flying in bit, boy. Give me a second. Alright, we back. My bad. Kid you not. If the only difference for sure, in my opinion, between these two games is the amount of creativity and freedom you get in Elden Ring, and in Elden Ring the bosses swing with 4 to 5 hit combos. Even fighting harder bosses like the Aryan, what's her name? Lady Ariandel and Father Gastok or some shit like. I think Gastok is from Bloodborne. Excuse me, but the father and the daughter in the DLC at the church in Dark Souls 3. That with the 3 phases. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about now. The 3-phase boss in Dark Souls 3. That battle was not hard. It was just mentally tiring, if you ask me. I would smoke the first 2 rounds. That 3rd round, as soon as I understood, I remember I had to look up a video because I just didn't get it. I'm like, what is it about this 3rd phase and this one shot? But as soon as dude said, when you see that white blade, dodge, because that means she's gonna hit you with the one shot. Oh, that's all. If I had noticed that sooner, I probably beat her maybe 3rd, 4th try instead of 7th, 8th try, right? But 7, 8 tries on a boss in Dark Souls, I feel like that's pretty good. That's pretty good for somebody who was learning that shit in the moment. I sat and fought her ass for like a day, 2 days. I sat and fought that girl for 2 days just for that level 3 phase was smoking me. It was smoking me, yo. But once I beat that, I replayed Elden Ring again because I just felt way too confident. I was like, yo, let's play something. Hell, I touched Sekiro and ran through the first 2 little mini bosses. I beat the crazy dude who be kicking and body slamming and the crazy dude who hates fire in the beginning. He's on his little barrel. He's like tied up and then you slash him and he gets off of it. He starts doing drop kicks on your ass and shit. I whooped him in the first like 4 tries, and then I beat the dude on the horse on the maybe 1st or 2nd try. I'm gonna say 2nd. I won't say 2nd try. I beat the dude on the horse. These bosses were an actual problem for me back when I tried them when these games originally came out. And you can make the case of, oh, you played it already. You should. No. When you're not comprehending these games, you're just not. You're younger. You're just not putting 2 and 2 together like you are now. You feel me? It happens. It happens with a lot. Some of us probably sucked at Guitar Hero when we were kids. I touched Guitar Hero at the age of like 13 again. I was a fucking master. Nigga couldn't tell me shit, bro. I was that guy. But if you ask like 8, 9-year-old me, I couldn't flick the damn guitar stick and hit the buttons at the same time. My cousins used to make fun of me. It was nothing I could do about it. That shit just wasn't for me. His ass good on the sticks and he good. He good with the guitar and he good on the actual stick. On the Wii. Man's killing me, right? Type shit. I say all this to say this DLC comes out in a week from now. This video should go up today. It comes out exactly a week from now. 60% of you have not beaten Mog. 60.